Hey guys, welcome to episode, I think, 124 of the Cat Lady Podcast. It is Friday, January 15th, 2021. So it's been a while. I'm going to try to keep this kind of short and sweet. I kind of don't have anything really new to share since Vlogmas. Okay, so I can't even remember the last time I recorded a traditional podcast. I know it's been a while, but I did Vlogmas. So, obviously I did a daily video every day from the 1st through the 31st. So that was a lot of information out there about what I've been up to for the past month. So if you're that interested, go back and look at the Vlogmas and I talk about everything that's been going on. But, so we'll just jump right into Happy New Year. So yeah, it's halfway through the month already, if you can believe it. And it's already been a 5-year-long year again. So COVID's still raging and the government is still just out of its mind, and here we are. So, but I am staying positive, trying to keep hope alive a little bit. So we have already talked about some plans for this year as far as like family trips and stuff, and just the 4 of us. Maybe meeting up with some grandparents here and there. So the plan is right now we're going to do some camping trips. So we're excited about that. We actually have a couple booked on the calendar already. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So camping's going to be our thing again this year. So that's exciting. My New Year's resolution is organization. Ask me how it's going. Not great, but I have a lot of stuff, as us crafters do, and I don't want to get rid of stuff. So I'm not quite ready to part with my stuff, but I want to organize my stuff. So right now, as you see, I'm not recording in my normal spot because my normal spot over there is just littered with junk. And there's like Christmas stuff still over there, and there's just, it would have taken me too long to clean up the mess to sit in my chair. So, I just moved my stuff over here, and here we are. So, organization. We have lots of things in the basement. I have like memory boxes in the basement from like stuff from high school. And I just don't like getting rid of that stuff because it's memories. All that's important to me. But some of it needs to go. So it needs to either be like cataloged with photographs and then thrown out or whatever. I mean, like notes from friends and like, it's like, but I've got like bins of this stuff and like notes from my husband and like, it's a problem. I took fine art in college. So I have lots of like horrible paintings and weird photography projects that like I can't, like, they're not like things I can hang around the house because they're like legitimately either like bad or scary. I had a real like interesting phase in college that I did a lot of like dark self-portrait stuff, like woe is me, and going into the deep dark depths of not depression, but that was kind of the theme of some of the work. So it's not that I was there, but it was like that was what I was doing with my work. So it's not like I can hang up pictures of mom through the house, like screaming and looking all creepy. So I don't know. So yeah, I got to figure out what to do with that because I hate to throw it away because it was so much hard work, and that was like that's my stuff, so I don't know. So if anyone has organization tips on memory stuff, and then of course my art stuff or my craft stuff, I have sewing stuff, I have fiber processing stuff, I have knitting stuff, I have spinning stuff, I have yarn stuff, it's like, and I see some of you guys with your stash and they're all like wall-to-wall cube storage, and that would be amazing. So that would be like my plan, but my husband is like, I don't know about that. So we do have a fourth bedroom that right now has an extra bed in it and like all our books and stuff. So maybe eventually we were thinking of getting rid of the bed, moving the bookshelf downstairs, and turning that into a craft safe. It's a very small room, but I mean, if I could get everything into a room for the most part, that would be great. So anyways, I said I was gonna make this short, and here I am rambling about organization, but that's my New Year's resolution. So far we've cleaned out our pantry So that was good because it was terrible. It was so bad that I was making homemade pizza the other day and I ran out of flour, ran out of all-purpose flour. So I subbed in some bread flour, which was fine. Well, we cleaned out the cupboard the next day. I found 2 5-pound bags of flour, all-purpose flour. So I had flour in there. I just didn't know it was in there. So now that's clean. This week's goal was to clean out my clothes closet, which it probably isn't going to happen, but I think I at least maybe try to go through the clothes. So we have a walk-in closet, half's mine, half's Jim's. Jim's side's great because he's a lot more organized than I am. He's a lot more minimal than I am, let's put it that way. So he's not necessarily organized, but he's got way less stuff, so it's easier to organize. My closet is a hot mess. But I have clothes in there that I've had. I have a shirt in there, a sweatshirt that I've had since high school. And there's a reason, because my grandmother bought it for me. She bought me this like XL, I think it's Gildan or whatever, that really just normal shirt brand sweatsuit. And it was plum purple. So it's like this extra large sweatshirt, and it came with extra large sweatpants. I don't have the pants anymore, but I remember wearing it at school. That's how cool I was in high school, wearing my extra large baggy sweatsuit to school. But I still have that shirt, and it's a very important shirt to me because I got it from my grandmother. My grandmother's no longer here, so I kind of, and it's my bedtime shirt now. But, you know, I have other things in there that have been in there since who knows when, and they haven't been touched. And, you know, if I did that trick where I flipped everything, you know, the other way, I'm sure most of it, like, so I, you know, if I have my rack here, all the stuff I wear is here. Everything else is like back there. So hopefully I'm gonna clean some of that out. Anyways, you're here to talk about knitting, not my life, right? I'm still on the Vlogmas train here. So what's new? Lots of things are new actually, but let's start with works in progress. Oh, well, let's start with finished objects since I had that on. So I finished a double brim beanie. And this was a pattern by Amie from Happy Little Yarn. Not published on Ravelry or anything, but if you message her, she'll send it to you. Very simple, just very basic hat. She gifted me this yarn for Christmas. It's the Farmer's Daughter. It's called Polebridge. Super pretty, like gray with speckles in it. I really like it. And she gifted me the pom-pom, which came from an Etsy shop. It was like Achilles or something like that. But yeah, she's got a ton of these, and she picked the perfect color. Okay, I love burgundy. And this like spotted thing is really awesome. And it looked really good with this yarn. So I did this. This was my New Year's Eve cast on, and I finished it that weekend. So I think I finished it on Saturday. I cast it on Thursday. I finished it on Saturday. And it's perfect. So, and double brim. I'm not taking it off because my hair is going to be crazy. So you knit like this much, and then you fold it up. So you can kind of see where you fold it up and you pick up the stitches there. And then you keep knitting. And I made it a little slouchy. Hers was, the pattern was made to be more fitted. I just added, and I didn't do any kind of extra increasing or anything. I just added some space. So you can kind of just slouch it down. I love it. It's perfect. So this has been my go-to everyday hat for a while now. That's my only finished object. Works in progress. So I am still working on my Rhinebeck socks. I started in September with Jen, who did Vlogmas, which was very exciting. So the Young Creative Crafter did her Vlogmas series, and that was exciting because she hasn't podcasted in forever. And I don't think she plans on resuming. She was just having some fun. So, but my Rhinebeck Rainbow socks, I am working concurrently. So I have 2 sets of double pointed needles, and they're so close to being done. So, and I've determined, so I like to knit my socks, I think, I know, okay, so the Lefty Knitter podcast, Aquila, she said she knits her socks to match. Well, I go a little bit below, beyond that. I knit my socks pre-ribbing to match the toe, and then I do ribbing, because I like a little bit of a longer sock. I'm tall, so, you know. So yeah, so now I know where I need to go. So I need to knit stockinette until I get to the heel, and then I will do about 2 inches of ribbing. But I haven't touched these, and they're not going to get done if I don't work on them. However, spoiler alert, the kids are going back to school in person next Tuesday. And these were my car project. This was my sit in the car, wait for them to be picked up and dropped off. So guess what? We're back to car knitting, so we're going to put these in the car. So hopefully these will get done. They are going back to school. However, it is an abridged schedule, so they are going from 9 to 1:15. So a half a day, essentially. No lunch, no recess or anything. They do have outdoor breaks, like little mini recesses, but they are not, pretty much they're not leaving the classroom for anything, except for they will go to the cafeteria for snack, just to space out. And yeah, so they're going to try that. So I'm excited because they really need to be back in the classroom. Of course, they'll have masks and everything, so I don't like that it's a half day, but again, they're eliminating a large chunk of the day that was causing issues, because that's when the kids would be take their mask off. That's when the student or the staff associates would be rotating around different groups, and there'd just be more contamination, I guess, or more spread. I don't know. So I'm crossing fingers this works, because yeah, I mean, they're doing fine, but they need to be in the classroom. Next up is my Fast Fashion sweater by Saffiyah Talley. So I modified this a little bit. It is a paid pattern, so I won't go into the details too much, but the original pattern calls for a very high neck. Let's see if I've got a picture here. So it's kind of a taller neck. I made mine smaller. It still is like mock turtle, but it comes up to here instead of like higher. I did have a picture on Instagram where I tried it on right after I pretty much split for the sleeve, so I have made a lot of progress. I need to try it on. So it is supposed to be a cropped sweater. However, for me, cropped always means, for me, any sweater always means adding length. So yeah, I mean, like the pattern said to stop here and add 4 inches of ribbing. So I could probably, and I think I might only do 2 inches of ribbing to match the top. So I'm aiming for here. I think that's like 13 inches total, and I think the original pattern says like 9. So I'm going to go to here and do 2 inches of ribbing, I think. So yeah, I need to try it on again and see how we look with some length on there. But I like it. I think it's cute. And the color, actually, it looks really great. So I was a little concerned about the color because it's not my norm. But it looked really good on my eyes, and everyone seemed to be happy with that. So, right. Tons. I did a whole Make 9 episode on Vlogmas, but I will briefly kind of talk about some additions to that and some updates. So I'm going to make the Habitation throw with my mini Advent, or my Advent minis from Lollipop Girl Yarns. And I just thought I'd show this off because it's so cool. So Amie, again, from Happy Little Yarn, had done this with her Advent. And they're just tied loosely in knots. So as I get to the next one, I'll just unravel the knot. Google Weavin' Stephen West, Weavin' Stephen. Okay, that is like game changer for weaving ends as you go. So Weavin' Stephen, look it up. That's what I will do. So this is a Habitation throw, all wound up. But I cannot cast anything on until my socks are done. That is my personal rule to myself. So I need to get the Rhinebeck socks done, and then I will cast on all the things. Yeah, it's going to be like free for all at that point. For my personal collection, 12 Days of Perfect Yarn. So this was a 12-day. Okay, that was 24.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I just did something to my echo. Okay. Anyways, for my own 12 Days of Perfect Yarn, so this was the Habitation, or the Lollipop Girls was 24 10 grams. This was 12 20 grams. So same amount of yarn. But this is mine. And certainly, and hers I rearranged in the order I liked to fade it. So that's not the order they came in. This is the order mine came in, which I organized as I dyed it in a way to sort of fade it, but it's not really a fade. But it's sort of a fade. I'm going to call it sort of a fade. But I'm going to do which I have announced besides on Instagram once, the Just Feel Festive Crochet Shawl. Just Feel Festive Shawl. It's crochet by Caleisha Ryan, who's Quirky Monday. So this is free on Ravelry. So, it looks like a pretty straightforward crochet pattern. I'm not an avid crocheter, so, but she is very nice and has offered any assistance if I need it. So, but yeah, that would be a perfect way to showcase my personal yarn, because I wanted something that really showed off the colors that I could wear. So I thought about a shirt or some sort of thing like that, which is still tempting, but I think this is beautiful. I think that's a really beautiful shawl. It was designed for Advent minis. This is designed to hold two together. So, but she had adapted it for a same thing here instead of 12 fingering. And so she told me what she used, and I should be good to go as far as hook size and whatever. So anyways, I won't go into anything. What's this? Oh, this is the leftovers from my hat. So yeah, I have 50 grams left, actually. I had 50 grams left, so I can make make another hat, or I don't know if I could squeak a pair of fingerless mitts out of there. I bet you I could. So also, I had a giveaway over December, and someone picked the sock set, and they picked a goldenrod mini, which this was from the Christmas collection, the vintage colors, and a candy apple red skein to go with it. But I decided that I would go ahead and snag a skein of sparkly pine for me. So this is more of a experiment, I guess. So this has no nylon in it, but this does. And this is what I will use for the heels and toes. And that's what gets the most wear on your foot, right? Your heels and your toes. So I'm thinking it should be fine with the sparkle. And people make socks out of 100% merino all the time. But I'm thinking this is 84% merino, 16% sparkle. And this. So this will be a pair of socks. So those were the only new additions to my Make 9. So, but nothing will be cast on until the socks are done. I am still working on the sweater, of course, but I'm not casting anything new on. And the sweater was cast on New Year's Eve as well. So if I could finish, so I have Make 9, right? Now it's turning into Make 1,000. If I could get one project done a month, like one bigger project done a month, that would be great, right? I don't know. I got this done in 2 days. So I don't know. If I can get a sweater done in a month. So if I can finish my sweater by the end of the month, I will be ecstatic. So if I could finish a pair of socks in a month, not 20, that would be great too. Is my cat in here? Are you in here? You're not supposed to be in here. You're either in here or outside the door. Are you in here? Hold. I'm drinking my Panera coffee out of my Starbucks cup with my little machine knit cozy. These are cute. I like these. All right, so that's it for works in progress. You're in here. You're in here somewhere. Just know it. Okay, anyways. So if, again, from the Vlogmas series, I was receiving swap packages. Well, a couple of them came after the new year because, you know, the mail. And I thought I would share this. This was from a local friend of mine who got me into the swap to begin with, but she made us all these little bags. So cute with my initial on it. So little fabric scraps with little like postage stamps, I think they're kind of called. And then we got like purple stripes on the inside. Really pretty. And this really nice little needle minder or DPN cozy. So, and she sews very well. She does everything so well. She does everything just gorgeously. But it turns out she forgot to sew on the postage stamp things until after the bag was assembled, because, you know, you're supposed to sew it on before so that you're not sewing through the liner. So she had to hand sew all these on. Oh my gosh, lady, it's crazy. So I would have said, screw it, you're getting a plain bag. So, but yes, so it's extra special now that it's been hand sewn. So yeah, it's good. And it came with a box of candy in there that, oh boy, that was delicious. Sweet Tart Minis. I only see those usually for Halloween in the little packets. But apparently you can get them in big boxes, so I need to search out for those because they were really good. I love them. So what's coming up? Okay, let's do this real quick first. So in the same theme of Christmas presents, one of my really good friends got me some really strange presents that she always does, but one of them was, she just got this because it looked funny. She knows I like Star Wars, and it was all done in like felted characters. I mean, this is a legit like preschool book, but the pictures here are hilarious, and they're all felted Star Wars characters. So like, they're all needle felted. And of course this here, there is good in him, I've felt it. Good old pun for you there. Then she got me this book, which is actually, I've already gone cover to cover through here, but Spinning and Dyeing Yarn. So of course right up my alley. And what's really cool is in here there is instructions on how to build your own PVC spinning wheel, which is ridiculous. I've never seen that before. Very tempting, not that I need to build a spinning wheel, but look at this thing. So if anyone ever wants to build their own spinning wheel out of PVC and a bicycle wheel, there you have it. So yeah, that was incredible. And of course there's instructions on how to make a nitty knotty, which we all know how to do that if you're a spinner, typically, out of PVC. And then was there something else in here? I swear there was there one more thing? I'm surprised there's not a Swift in there, because I made my Swift, but I think that was it for the DIY. But oh yeah, it was a kick spindle, but not out of PVC, but out of wood. So you make your own kick spindle, which that was intriguing too. So it's like a giant spindle that you kick. So yeah, this was a cool. And then I even went into like how to sell, but mostly how to sell online, but mostly they're talking about like selling your hand spun stuff. Build a light box, so this was cool too. So I actually might have to, I mean, I got my setup sort of, but this looks actually a little more legit, so I don't know. So yeah, that was fun. And then of course I got my calendar. She always buys me a calendar for the last, like, I don't know, 5 years at least. She's got me some sort of wacky calendar. Last year's calendar was a collaboration of, she had gotten a bunch of bow ties and passed them out to all her friends that had pets. And we all took pictures of her pets with bow ties. And then I helped her put together the calendar. So that was last year's calendar. So this year's calendar, which I still haven't hung up yet because, you know, space cats. So let's see what January is. I have not looked at all of them because I want to be surprised. But I have looked at January because I need to hang it up. So we have Banana Cat. And just some other cats jumping around. Banana Cat looks like Devo, which I swear he's in here. He's probably under my bed. So, but here's the rest. I'm not looking. So I want to be surprised. So I need to hang that up. Oh, my nose is running. So that is all my extras that didn't make it to Vlogmas, I guess. So I will talk about dyeing yarn briefly, and then I will talk about business yarn. So first up, I have all this sport weight yarn that I got it from a swap, actually. So I was part of a yarn meetup, knitters meetup, and sometimes they have like swap days. And I got this yarn because she was done with it. And it's sport weight, it's superwash, lamb's pride, I don't know. Superwash sport weight, which it's really like a fingering weight. I'm sorry, I mean, it's a sport weight, but it's a heavy fingering. I mean, this would be like Pam's Crochet fingering, basically. So I'm looking at fingering patterns, essentially. I'm going to over dye it because, okay, I like the yellow. It's fine. And it's real pretty tonal. And, but that's not my color. That's not my color for a garment of sorts. I mean, I did make a yellow shawl and I do like it, but that was bright yellow and green and whatever. This, if I'm going to make it a shirt of some sort, or I want to make a top. I want to make like either a short sleeved top or something. I have 250 grams of this, almost spot on at like 255. So I should be able to get some sort of short sleeved summery top, right? I was even thinking like a flax light with short sleeves and just somewhat cropped if needed. But I don't know what color. So obviously it's a yellow base, so I can't just throw any colors on here. But, you know, if I put like a red in there, if I make it like reddy orange, that could be fun. I could go like blue, green. Was it yellow and green? Make blue. I don't know. And it's a light yellow, so it's gonna cover, depending if I saturate enough, it's gonna cover the yellow, but it's gonna have a yellow undertone, right? So just curious if anyone has any opinions on what color I should over dye this. But that would be a fun experiment. I'm not gonna do it quite yet because I can't knit it yet, and I don't know what I'm gonna knit. But again, I think Bad Wolf Girl Designs. So Meg has a tee, like a racerback tank top pattern too. I think that's fingering weight. I have to look that. I remember seeing that and I remember really liking it. So that could be fun. So I make kind of an airy tank top. So, but that is on the back burner there for things to do. So that's it for current events. Like I said, kids are back to school. Holidays went well. We're going to go camping this year. I have signed myself up to get notified when coronavirus vaccine is available for me, which I am, of course, the lowest of the low on the totem pole here because I am a semi-healthy 40-year-old. I mean, I'm like not in any sort of risk group, so it'll be a while, but I will be notified by the county when I can get a vaccine. So I'm excited for that. I hate shots and I'm not excited for that, but I'm excited to get vaccinated for this because I want this to go away. And I want to protect the people that can't get the vaccine. And like my kids right now are not, you know, they can't get the vaccine. So, you know, the sooner we all get vaccinated, the sooner we can get back together too, because I love to see my friends. I would love to be able to see my family more without, you know, like, see you later, waving. I'd love to give my family a hug. That'd be great, right? So, yeah. So that is it for current events. I'm going to try to do this more regularly, because I'm trying to grow my brand, right? Would like to grow my subscriptions. I'd like to grow my business, you know, so I need to do this more, even if it's just popping in and chatting, I guess. So tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to talk about. You are why I'm doing this, right? So please, any feedback is great. Tell me what you don't like. I want to hear it all. So if you want to support me, I have a coffee account. That's ko-fi.com/thecattlady. You can donate $1 to the cause, which is to podcast more and do give-alongs, make-alongs and giveaways for you guys. So, but it is expensive. So even just like the giveaway I just did, I had to pay for shipping. And I mean, I could have pulled it out of the coffee that I have in there, but I don't know, I'm leaving that to make, I want to get something. I want to get something good. I'm trying to save that. So, so yes, please. And again, any money that goes into the coffee is strictly for the podcast. So it is not going towards, you know, coffees for real. Okay, so on to business. I have a shop update today, January 15th, Friday, at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm hoping to get this video up so that a few people could watch it to know. But if you're watching this, most likely you follow me on Instagram and I have blasted the heck out of it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I have a shop update today, January 15th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you'd like to be first to know about these things, sign up for my newsletter as well. All the links are down below. Newsletter goes out usually. I need to be better at that too. I don't want to spam you with my newsletter, but I'd like to do a shop update like once a month. This is, you know, future planning, right? But you know, we see how that happened last year. But I am proactively planning. So, this is my Valentine's update because in a month is Valentine's Day. So then next month would be like a St. Patrick's Green update, right? So let's just jump right in. So I am very excited about this, and sadly, when I'm excited about things, sometimes they don't sell. So maybe I shouldn't be excited about it. But I love minis, okay? And I love mini sets, and this is my Valentine's Conversation Hearts minis. So in order, we have XOXO, Love You, or no, Be Mine, So XOXO, be mine. Love you as an LUV, capital U. So, you know, I'm talking conversation heart things. Only you and kiss me. So those are the colors. And they are the pastel colors with the dark pink speckles on there. You can see it better on the white and the green. Who doesn't love speckles? So I have a limited amount of all of these. I can make more. So again, if you miss out, then you are interested, you easily send me a message and I can make more. So if there's a demand for it, I will make it, right? Next up is my Bleeding Hearts colorway. This is the BFL. The lighting is okay. It's a little bit lighter than what it's showing here, but there are a lot of pictures on Instagram. This is the Perfect Sock base. So we got the BFL Formidable Sock. We have Perfect Sock, which is merino. And then we have, oh no, that's Perfect Sock. Let's see. Oh, and we have the Sparkle base. So this is Pretty Kitty Sparkle. You can see, yeah, you can see the sparkle in there. It is a little deeper and like muted on the Pretty Kitty Sparkle, but it's still beautiful. And you still see the tones, but it's like the pinks, the colors just don't pop as, they're not as contrasty, I don't think, on the Sparkle base. And maybe because it starts off kind of gray. So this base starts off a little bit of a gray tone. Perfect Sock is more white. And then BFL is more like cream. It's very interesting. So it's interesting to see them across. And then I also have it on DK. Let's see. I don't have it handy. So again, all the pictures will be posted on the website, and a lot of them are posted on Instagram. The next stop is, and this color, I flip-flop. It's like I love it sometimes, and then I'm like, well, I don't know. Is it going to sell? Like, are other people going to love it? And it's different, that's for sure. So this is Tainted Love. And of course, I sing the song in my head every time I mention it, but Tainted Love is a more pinks with some orange undertones, and it's got some black speckles in there. This is ridiculous. The difference between the sparkle. So this is Perfect Sock. This is Pretty Kitty Sparkle. It's like, again, the muted tones. Definitely a little more muted on the sparkle. But I still like it. Some cool black spots in there. You know, and each skein is slightly different. So some might have a little bit more of the black in it. Some might have more of the orange in it. And then, oh yeah, so the BFL took the orange, like, way more. So there's a lot more orange in the BFL. Mainly, maybe, possibly because it's a more orangey, creamy base. Of course, then we got some cool speckle black splotches in there. So that is, oh, and here is Tainted Love on the DK. So this is Positively Squishy DK. So we got some nice orange spots in there. So Tainted Love. Limited quantities of everything. I have like one batch of everything pretty much. Next up is, let's see. Oh, so I gotta mention this one. So I had a mishap. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen this, but this is supposed to be sparkly. And it is a little sparkly, but this is 9 Lives colorway, which is one of a kind, which means I had leftover dyes hanging around and I just kind of washed them in. I did add some specklies to this one because it needed something. And I love it, and I really want to recreate this color because that was what happens every time. So you can see a little bit of sparkle, but if you look compared to like this sparkle, I lost its sparkle. What happened is I had some dye baths had all my pots all like lined up to throw the yarn in, and I accidentally like forgot which one had the vinegar in it. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. I know that citric acid is known to dull stellina, but I didn't know if it legitimately would be that big of an issue. And some people say it depends on the brand, I guess. So I thought I knew which one had the vinegar for the sparkle yarn. Apparently I did not, because I was scanning this up and I'm like, wait a second, this is supposed to be sparkly. I'm like, is this sparkly? And did I put the right base in there? And yeah, I mean, you can still see the stellina in there, but it's definitely not as sparkly. So it's a subtle sparkle. So these will be going on sale. So it is obviously still a completely functional yarn. It's a beautiful color. Nothing is wrong with this. It just doesn't sparkle the way it's supposed to, which, you know, obviously I can't in good faith sell this for full price. So this will be offered at a discount. There's 3 skeins of this, and I have 1 skein on Perfect Sock, which is regular price, because there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with this either, but it's not what it's supposed to be. I still hear the bells. I hear the bells. I hear the jingle bells of the cat. He's got to be in the hallway. I don't think he came in here. So that is that. Next up is a favorite of mine, and we'll just show it on one base so I'm not pulling everything out here. So this is the Plum Tuckered collection. So back in September, I think, I came out with this colorway, and I did this a little differently this time, because the first time I did it, it was time intensive. It wasn't streamlined very well. So I did it a different way. I did it the same way I did the blue, so the Steely collection, the Steely Don't Steal My Thunder. Which again, it turned out very similar, and I'm very happy with it. So this is Plum Tuckered. So we have a blend of really dark plummy pinks that go into a lighter pink, a lighter gray, and into black. And then it pairs well with Pink Plums, which is a very, very tonal pinky plum. And then Steely Gray, which is the same gray from the Steely collection. So, and it's the same colors that are in the Plum Tuckered. So, really pretty fade set. You go from like a tonal to a variegated to a tonal, 2 tonals and a variegated, any way you want. But this would make a really nice shawl. It comes in Perfect Sock and in Positively Squishy DK. We'll have 2 sets of the collection for sale at a discount. So if you buy all 3, you get 10% off. And then I will have 2 skeins of each color separately for purchase in DK and in Perfect Sock. So if you want to buy just the skein of the pink, there are 2 of these available standalone, gray, Plum Tuckered. And if you want to buy the set, there are 2 sets available at a 10% discount. So that's that. And again, they're in DK as well. I still have a Steely collection left too on BFL. So that is the blue with the Don't Steal My Thunder, which is the blue and blacks, and the gray. Here is Plum Tuckered. Here's Plum Tuckered on the DK. So, all right, everything is getting out of order. That's okay. Lastly, I will say, so yes, I decided this update was going to be more of a focus on a couple colorways and do a bunch of them, because I've been doing like 2 of each of something. Like I'll have like 10 colors, but I'll only have 2 skeins of each color, which, you know, I've noticed a lot of people do like to buy quantities. And multiple bases, like, okay, I see you have this color on Perfect Sock, but do you have it on BFL? Well, no. So trying something different. So I have like the same color on, so Bleeding Hearts is on Formidable Sock, Perfect Sock, DK, and Sparkle. So 4 different bases. Same with Tainted Love, since they're my themed Valentine colors. They're on across different bases, but 1 batch of each. So cross my fingers this goes well. I need to sell it if I want to buy more. And lastly, of course, dyeing yarn takes experimentation. So I was experimenting with this soft yellow for the Valentine Mini Hearts, and the first yellow, or the orange. That's right. No, yellow. No, it's yellow. Okay, yeah, I was going with yellow. Boy, oh yeah, what color was this? Maybe this was, I can't remember anymore. Anyways, I was going for whatever color I was going for, and this wasn't it. I want to say this was the orange. Yes, this was the orange. Okay. I was going for the light orange, candy heart orange. And this was an orange dye that I did at like a very low percentage. This is not orange. It's orangey-ish. It's yellow. It's more yellow. I would call this more yellow. I mean, it's definitely got orange undertones to it. But it is I'm calling it Orange Sun because it's like an orangey yellow. So this, and I went all in because I thought I knew what I was doing with the colors, which all the other colors turned out fine. So this was my first, I guess not all of them. This was my first experiment with the orange. It went awry, but these are perfect minis for sock sets. So if you want to build your own sock set with some of the One Skein Wonders I have left in the shop. So I have some pictures that they'll be on the website, and I have pictures on Instagram, or they will be posted on Instagram at some point. Paired together with some of the One Skein Wonders I have left in the shop. So 80s hair scrunchie, gotta wear shades, even some of the, I even think like this would look nice. I mean, I guess it takes away from the Valentine look, right? But, I mean, I like a good contrast. So, Tainted Love. But I have a couple colorways in there that are blatantly like got yellow in it that pulls the yellow out. So, and then I have this One Skein. This was probably me trying to match the yellow. So this was me matching the yellow. It was too yellowy. So this was called Party Sun because then I took this yellow and I was sampling the speckles. So there's 3 different pink speckles on here because I wanted to pick which one I wanted to speckle the yarn with. So I didn't know which pink was going to be the best pink. So there's 3 different pinked speckly spots in there. So this would just be a fun little one of a kind. So this is I only have one of these, but again, pair this with another skein for socks, or throw this in a mini skein project. So I just thought I'd put them in the shop. I mean, if they are still hanging around in a while, then who knows, they might end up part of something else. But so that's it for shop news. I am excited for the update. I appreciate everyone who's reached out and commented on things, and the only way I'm going to grow is having participation from you guys. So I appreciate all the likes, the comments, shares. So please continue that. And of course, I appreciate everyone who has purchased from me. My first year went pretty well. It went. I mean, I certainly didn't like make any money, but I don't think I lost any money. Taxes are daunting, so we'll see how tax time goes. But I feel like it was successful. So I'm hoping for more things and better things this year. But kept this relatively decent, 40 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Again, you can please like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Instagram as the Cat Lady, Facebook the Cat Lady. Coffee, donate if you have $1 here or there, throw at the podcast. It's ko-fi.com/thecatlady. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to build this darn YouTube channel that's been like stuck in this spot for so long. So that's all I got. So thank you so much. And again, I'm gonna try to do this regularly. I don't know if I'm gonna probably not I don't know. I don't know if I should do it weekly. Chime in if you want to. How often do you want to hear from me? Like if I don't have a lot to share and I just sit and chat for 20 minutes, is that cool? Or would you rather me wait till I have a couple things to share and then do a longer episode for 40 minutes? What do you like? What do you like? I'm here to entertain you. That's what I'm here for. So tell me what you like, and I will try to oblige. So take care, and I hope you get to craft all the things.